So the 2nd of June's a big day in Perth. It's a big day in the North Inch. There's going to be thousands of people running, and they're not actually just going to be running, they're actually going to be running in kilts as well. We're delighted today that we've got Steve Bonthrone with us, who is organising the Perth Kilt Run. Steve, welcome to the studio.
Thanks, Gavin.
So tell us all about the Perth Kilt Run. What actually is, what is the Perth Kilt Run?
Okay, the Perth Kilt Run is a world record attempt for the world's largest kilt race. It's over 8 kilometres, 5 miles, which is round both the North and South Inches and along Tay Street in between. And we're looking to attract between 1,500 and 2,000 people to come along with their kilts and come and run.
And
help us break the record.
Not just tartan, in a kilt.
In a kilt, yes. Don't need the sporran or the kilt pin, just the kilt.
Just the kilt. So what inspired you to do something like this? And I mean, I know you're a big runner yourself, you're a personal trainer, blah, 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 but where did this idea come from?
Well, it came from, as I say, I'm a personal trainer, I've been a runner and have my own running club, and set up took over the organisation of the Perth 10K race last year through the Enterprise Perthshire running events. When I heard of the challenge that was given to the Provost about the Perth Kilt Run, then I wanted to be involved. I thought it was going to be a really exciting event to be part of, and got in touch with the Perth Kinross Council and offered my services.
Great. And so it's a world record attempt.
Yes.
So give us some background. Who's got it at the moment?
Okay.
Who are we competing against?
Right, we're competing against Perth, Ontario in Canada. They set up this race in 2010 to celebrate Perth 800, which was a kilometre for every century for Perth. So that's where the distance comes from. And they had brought 1,089 people along, and they did it again last year. They got 200 more people but didn't record it for Guinness, and they're doing it again. And when the Provost was out, he was challenged for us to beat the record.
And he took on the challenge. So,
yes,
so technically we've got to get over 1,089 people running around with their kilt on.
Yes, that's right.
And it's part of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee weekend as well. What's all happening with regards to the event?
It's the Kilt Run forms part of the day of celebrations with the Pipers Parade. So we'll hopefully have 1,000 pipers and parading through Perth in the morning, and we'll have the Kilt Run, and there's also a Jubilee Lunch on in the North Inch.
Great. So, I mean, at this point in time, you know, I'm trying to do my wee waistline online challenge at this point in time, and I'm doing my wee bit round at the inch and things. But for general Joe public out there at this point in time, what should they be doing? Because, I mean, to be honest, there'll be loads of people that want to turn around doing this. They should be signing up just to be proud of Perth at this point in time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, what should they be doing, even if they're not big runners at this point in time, to prepare themselves for something like that?
Okay, there's what they would be great to do is to get out, even start walking just now, and start jogging just little bits at a time. Jog slowly, then slowly build up. What we're looking to do is to team up with Jog Scotland, and for their next training batch is to encourage people who can't run at the moment, who believe they can't run, is to go and join in with them for their 12-week walk. Or I will also be setting up my own running club from the 10th of March to do the same thing. So there'll be one on the Wednesday with Jog Scotland, and there's the one on the Saturday with,
to
for myself.
Prepare yourself for it.
Yes.
And of course, to prepare yourself with your kilt on and running as well, I suppose, which is a wee bit of a challenge too.
Well, it's going to be a challenge. I think it's all a bit of fun, really, rather than a serious race. So the message really for this is that you don't have to be fast. It's not the fastest who wins. It's all about participation. Yeah. Coming in, supporting the bigger event, wearing a kilt, and let's get a world record in Perth.
But we're doing it for charity. You're doing it for charity as well. There's 2 charities that are benefiting from the whole event as well, aren't they?
That's right. We've teamed up with PKAVS and ABF, the Soldiers Charity. So if people want to fundraise to make it more special for them, then they can fundraise as well.
So at this point in time, we've got the 2nd of June in our diary.
Yes, that's right.
2 o'clock in the afternoon?
2 o'clock in the afternoon, yes.
So what do they have to do at this point in time? Because obviously you want people to be inspired and actually not wait until the last minute. What they've got to be training themselves, but what do they need to be doing to register at this point?
Okay, we'd like to encourage people to sign up now. We have the website perthkiltrun.co.uk, and we have a Facebook group and Twitter feed. From the website, they can use our online registration system. If they don't have a kilt, or have a kilt but they don't want to get there sweaty, then we have a kilt hire facility available. We can also recommend any of the Perth kilt shops to supply the same thing.
Listen, it's a great event, really, isn't it? And to be honest, we should all be pulling together in Perthshire to actually make our mark to some extent globally, shouldn't we?
Definitely, yes. It's not about individuals. This is about organisations. This is about teams, groups of friends. Could be
with social clubs from businesses and things like that.
Yeah,
as well.
Businesses. Yes, great opportunity for businesses to promote their brand, with their staff are wearing their T-shirts and stuff, their logo around the route. It's all be part of this huge event. Whether it's a hockey team, a football team, a darts team, you name it. Come along, we want to be...
Get your kilt on, get running.
Get your kilt on, get running. The great thing is, recommend, is to go and enter now. That way you have the focus and have a target to aim for, so it makes it easier for training.
Fantastic. Well, listen, Steve, great idea. I'm sure it's going to go really well, and hopefully we'll catch up with you on the day. And
yes, thanks.
Pop into the studio again and give us a wee update, maybe in a month or two, and see how things are going.
Yeah, will do.
So remember, the 2nd of June in your diary. Get your kilt on and get running.